Hello, guys. This is the Ranger Gamer 06. How's everyone doing today? And today I'm doing the third game of the Witcher series. Now, this game was actually the reason why I wanted a PS4. I know it was on PC and Xbox One, but I've been a PlayStation person since the '90s. So, yeah, this game I was like, I gotta get a PS4 so I can play this game. It was actually my first PS4 game, I believe, I got for Christmas. And here it is, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Love the cover of Geralt. Came out 2015, uh, and then it came out on the Nintendo Switch 2019 as well. Uh, I may get the Switch version. I don't know. I'm thinking about it because I like have my favorite games on the go. So I might get the Switch version. I'm not for sure. I'm still thinking about it. And as you can see, it won over 200 awards. Yeah, this game was golden. I mean, it was the game of the year right here. It was awesome. And for mature, of course, we all know if you remember the series, you know why it's mature. It's got language, it's got nudity and all that stuff. WB Games, CD Project Red, and here is a very and we'll go over this bonus content. It includes the Witcher Universe Compendium, detailed world map, official soundtrack, and wolf head stickers. And you have the sides, PS4 in the back. And I'll read this world doesn't need a hero, it needs a professional. Become a witcher, one of the last monster slayers for hire. Track down the child of prophecy, a living weapon capable of untold destruction. Journey through war torn kingdoms and slay legendary creatures. Explore towns rife with corruption and sail to untamed isles, home to clans of seafaring warriors. In a world descending into turmoil, your actions shape history. Massive open world adventure. It's one player. This is 32 gigabytes. That's how big this game is. Remote play. It's got HD video output, and it does the sleep, but the exact same cover. The only difference that it doesn't have the. This is not on the actual game, and the spine is the same, and the back is the same. So let's open this guy up. Here's the inside of it. Here's the disc, the manual. I'll kind of go through this one at a time. So here's the manual, the back, nothing really on it, just a logo. You have your game controls, and you don't see this often. Nowadays games don't have booklets anymore. Not even the Nintendo Switch. I don't think the Xbox One has it. And right here is like the game HUD, the magic, the stuff. Like it's got like the health bar and all that, and your potions and what magic you have equipped. Game interface. This is a fantastic game, by the way. I mean, I just love this game. The graphic is just out of this world. I mean, to this day, the graphic still holds up, I think. Uh, of course, if you play the other two games, you should be familiar with the Witcher Medallion. It glows when there is something of interest nearby. You got your stamina bar, adrenaline points, currently active signs, toxicity bar, display your current toxicity level, which increases when you drink potions. Uh, when the skull icon is highlighted, you gotta reach a dangerous level of toxic, so you gotta be careful. Uh, Player modality, current buffs, enemy health bars, boss health bar and name, current time of day and weather. Yeah, it's got like the weather changes. Uh, the first two game had that. I think I can't remember part two, but I know the first game that has like rainy days too on there. You have your mini map, boat condition. Yes, you can actually ride a boat in this game to travel across oceans and whatnot, or big rivers or lakes. Uh, Companion portrait, item durability, interaction, quick access menu, active quests, update section, just horse's fear level. And then you have your technical support and warranty. And that's pretty much it. Not a lot. The manual. And this is my favorite. The Witcher Universe Compendium. And this is basically like if you're new to the series, like say you never read the books, you never watched the first or played the first two games, this gives you a little guide, tells you what's going on, like the lore and what the game's about, the whole series as a whole. Uh, Here you get the Witcher Battle Arena. I'm never sure what that is. Your contents. Yeah, like I hit the lore. I'll go ahead and read this. It says ancient times. Ages ago, this world was dominated by non-human races, the gnomes and the dwarves. Then the elves appeared, the proud people of some of these words I can't pronounce, so bear with me. Aeneas Sadi said hi, who arrived in this world 25 centuries ago as they built up settlements, fortresses, and cities, allowing new beings and phenomena to cross over. That's how the monsters came to be. Uh, though 15 centuries have since passed, traces of that event can still be found in our world. It was then that magic entered the world along with the monsters that plague it to this day. The conjunction also brought the first humans into this world, with their arrival marking the beginning of a new era. At first, the humans were nothing more than refugees and intruders, completely lost in their new and harsh environment. Faced with unknown dangers, they had to fight every day for their very survival. The last 500 years, however, have seen a rapid expansion of that young, ambitious race. Slowly but surely, humans transformed from refugees to conquerors, seizing most of the known lands from the elder races with fire and steel. That's kind of like the gist of the story. And then they talk about the races and peoples of the continent. And then right here it says the Witchers, their trading and role in society. That's Vesemir. He's like the father figure of Geralt. He's also in the first game. He's the one that trains Geralt and the other Witchers. And then right here's what's interesting. You got you got four schools. You got School of the Wolf, that's Geralt, the medallion that he wears. School of the Viper, that is if you put a second game, the assassins, those wizards are from the School of the Viper. They're the ones that are going around killing kings. What was that guy named Love though? The bald headed guy, the big guy from part two, he's a witcher from School of the Viper. You can see it. He's got the necklace, just like Geralt has the wolf. And then you have School of the Griffin and School of the Cat. And you do play as Ciri in the game, and she is an awesome character. You can actually uh, teleport. She's got that ability. She's got the elder blood. Okay, if you're familiar with the lore, Ciri is a child of prophecy. And a wild hunt is after her, and Geralt has to protect her from the wild hunt. So Geralt, I guess he's like a father figure. He's like a stepdad to Ciri. But anyway, when you play as her, I noticed the icon on her health bar is the School of Cat. So, and I know for a fact that Griffin the Cat, I don't know if the Viper, but the Wolf, the Griffin, and the Cat, you can actually wear their armor in the game. That's something I did not mention in Witcher 2. The equipment is kind of unique. Like you can it's separate. Like you can wear different gloves, different like armor or tunic, pants and boots. Like it's not just a one piece outfit like in the first game. But part two and especially three, the equipment is very unique how you do it. And you can there are side quests that you can do and basically you hunt down Witcher armor, and they got the wolf armor, the griffin, the cat. I just can't remember if there's a viper armor. I think there is, but I can't remember. The griffin one was really cool. It looked like a trench coat with armor on it. That's the griffin armor. The Witcher School of Griffin. I think they got a statue of Geralt wearing an armor too. And the best of the best, Geralt of Rivia. Here's the man himself, the legend. Uh, I go ahead and read about him real fast. Raised and trained at the mountain keep of Kaer Morhen, the seat of the Wolf School of Witchers, Geralt of Rivia is one of the last and most experienced practitioners of the Witcher's trade. He has been traveling the world for several decades, accepting commissions to track down dangerous monsters and exterminate them with steel and silver. His white hair is not a mark of advanced age, but the price his body paid for several additional experimental mutations which Geralt underwent during his training. These unique alterations have made him into a near perfect warrior whose skill is matched by only a limited few. He is a calm, composed, and exceptionally deadly fighter, possessed of supernatural speed and agility, a master of both swordplay and witcher magic. Over the years, Geralt has also built a reputation as a uh, comedic, consummate professional. His services are in high demand both among the common folk as well as among crowned heads, since every task he undertakes is completed both swiftly and effectively. Tales of the White Wolf's deeds, that's Geralt's nickname, the White Wolf, of the curses he has lifted and the beasts he has killed are known all throughout the northern kingdoms. So there you have it, a little history of the main character. And right here you got Geralt's friends and loved ones. You got Dandelion the Bard. He's in the show. Good character. Zoltan Cheve, a dwarf. He's in all three games. He is in the books, but he don't appear in book. I believe he don't appear in book 3, which is Baptism of Fire. You have Triss Marigold, also in the book in the first 2 games. Yennefer, Geralt's love, true love. Now, this is the first time we see Yennefer in the video game. Really cool. And she's in the book, also in the show as well. But that's Yennefer. And you got Ciri, the child of prophecy. Also, her first appearance in the video game. These 2 women. So, yeah. Great characters. Oh, and speaking of love, though, there he is. This right here is actually one of the assassins that Geralt kills at the end of the first game. He tries to kill King Foltest. Uh, I'll go ahead and read this one. It says, The Witcher's previous deeds. Uh, Several years after his presumed death, Geralt of Rivia makes an unexpected return, pursued by the rise of the legendary Wild Hunt. Still trying to regain his lost memory, he becomes embroiled in the world event as he seeks to unravel his past and discover what has become of his loved ones. Maintaining the maintaining the neutrality typical of witchers becomes nearly impossible as fate stubbornly forces Geralt to get involved in criminal wars, rebel plots, and the political intrigues of kings. After saving King Foltest of Temeria from an assassination attempt, the Witcher is promised help in his search for the missing Ciri and Yennefer. However, not long after, Foltest, now this is a spoiler alert if you haven't played Witcher 2. However, not long after, Foltest is killed by another assassin and Geralt must flee as he is falsely accused of the deed. In reality, the assassins are acting on behalf of the Nilfgaardian Empire, which secretly uses witchers from the old Viper School to dispose of one Northern king after another. Geralt finally manages to regain his memory and partially clear his name, but the Northern Kingdoms, ravaged by political chaos and non-human uprisings, cannot hold their ground against the Empire's invading armies. Yet another great war begins, one that will ultimately decide the fate of the North. Free from his political entanglements, the Witcher now travels through wild lands, great cities, and plundered realms in search of his lost loved ones, with each step bringing him closer to facing the mysterious Wild Hunt. So there you have. That's kind of like I kind of get like a brief summary of The Witcher 2 as well. And Lothar, like I was saying, he's from the School of Viper. He's the one that killed, again, spoiler if you haven't played part 2, he's the one that killed King Foltest, and the king in the intro was King Demavend. think I pronounced his name right. I can't remember. Uh, and then gameplay, you got the Steel and Silver, Geralt's Sword, Witcher Senses, uh, Geralt Signs, which is Witcher Magic, and Witcher Alchemy. And then you have the credits. Right here it says you can play the Witcher adventure game, and they have the comics. You can they have the Witcher comics. Now you can buy this digital game or the actual game, like the physical copy of it too. But there you have it. There's that. Um, Hang on 1 second. All right. And you have the soundtrack. Here's all the songs, the music. Feel free to pause it so you can look at it. There is 31 on here. Let's take it out and look at it. Here's the disc, the soundtrack. Now, when I got this game, I don't know how I have it, but I managed to get two soundtracks. So I have another one. It's on the shelf. Witcher books. So I have another copy of this. And just like part two, it comes with a map. But this is only one-sided. There's nothing on the back. Uh, the Northern Realms. Yeah, Kaer Morhen. That's the fortress. That's where the Witchers train. I leave the School of Wolf. You got Oxenfurt, Novigrad, Vizima. Bunch of really cool stuff. Really neat. Really neat. The back of it, as you can see, it's just kind of blank. It's got a little symbol right here. And I guess mine didn't come with stickers because I'm not seeing them. Yeah. Oh well. But yeah, it does come with. I mean, it's the wolf head sample. It's all of it. I think it's 4 of them. But sadly, because I didn't get them because they're not in my case. This is what's interesting about these. You don't see a lot of game companies doing this. When I saw this, it showed that this company really cares about the gamers, the players, but like me and you guys. Uh, and I'm gonna read the back of this. Is really cool. It's like a letter. It's a letter from the company to us. It says, "Dear gamer, first of all, we would like to thank you for your support. We really appreciate that you have decided to spend your hard-earned money on our game and hope that you will have a fun time playing it. Over 200 of us have spent the last 3 years working on The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, and it is with great pleasure and humility that we present our game to you. Buy our games, you're entitled to continuous free support, updates, patches, and bits of new for believing in us and purchasing our game. To thank you, we have prepared something really special. 16 DLCs for you to download, totally free of charge, regardless of the platform or edition of the game you own. We salute you for your support and wish you a fantastic next generation of RPG gaming. City Project Red. That is really neat how they did that. You know, you don't see a lot of game companies doing that. That was really nice of them. They showed that they really care about us, and they showed that they are very serious about their work. You can tell they are taking their job seriously. It's really cool. So that's neat. I like this. But anyway, guys, that is it. That is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt for the PS4. Again, you can get this on the Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, uh, PC. And one thing I forgot to notice or to tell you guys, on the Switch, it's already like the complete edition. Like it comes with all the DLCs, so it's all in one package. So if you don't have the consoles, but you happen to have a Switch, get it. It's a great game. I love it. I've beaten it twice now. I just love this game. There's so much you can do, and I haven't got all the endings yet. So just beautiful story, thing, great characters. I mean, if you're a fan of The Witcher or if you just like fantasy, in general, you got to check this out. You will not be disappointed. I promise you that. So that is all for today for my review. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It helps me out a lot. So be sure to hit that like button and be sure to hit that notification button for more videos. Thank you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.